With that, we bring in former Secretary of State and CIA Director Mike Pompeo, a Fox News contributor. Secretary Pompeo, always good to see you. Let me get your reaction to this report this afternoon. What does this look like to you?
This feels like, in the best case, a jailhouse conversion. That is, Hamas can see the handwriting on the wall and that the Israelis are going to run through the stop sign that President Biden has put in front of them, and they're going to do the necessary. They're going to take out the senior leadership that is hiding in the tunnels in Rafah and elsewhere. And they're trying to obfuscate or delay. When people say we've agreed to this or that, until you see the document and know what's in it, we have no idea if Hamas has really agreed to anything. And then I would remind everybody watching today, Hamas has agreed to a lot of things over time. They're the ones who broke the ceasefire. Israeli wasn't occupying Gaza since 2006. They've not been there. This is all a direct result of the decisions that Hamas has made. And so I'm hopeful that hostages will be returned, but I am equally hopeful that Israel will be permitted to continue the mission that they're on. They have to defeat Hamas. It can't be the case that this is half a loaf, because half a loaf will just end up with more October 7th, Martha.
Yeah, we didn't hear from John Kirby, and he wasn't asked, what do you expect these people living in Israel to do when the rest of Hamas that is left behind starts to regenerate for the next October 7th? Because they made it very clear that's exactly what they plan to do. I just want to point out that the live shot that we are looking at right now, this is downtown Tel Aviv, Israel. And these protests are the families and the friends of hostages. They are obviously, animated by the potential that hostages might be coming home. It's very, obviously this is what everybody wants, and there are American hostages among them as well. Is there a way to release these hostages as part of a deal? Hamas wanted a complete ceasefire. They wanted the end of the war. Right? That was their sticking point. We won't do anything unless you promise to end the war. Now they're saying that maybe hostages can be released. What do you think Israel would agree to here?
So we've seen what they agreed to the first time that hostages were released. They traded a bunch of very dangerous prisoners that they were holding. And we know what happens when you release those prisoners. You get someone like the current leader who orchestrated October 7th, who was once in an Israeli prison and traded for a hostage, actually the body of a hostage. The danger, Martha, here is we so desperately want these families to have their loved ones returned to them. I'm praying that the Israelis and the Americans who are held are alive and healthy. But make no mistake about it, this will rinse and repeat. There will be more hostages taken by these animals, Hamas. We have one task, and when President Biden allows this morning a statement to go out saying we're denying Israel the military means they need, we're going to deny them the American resources that Congress just voted on, I promise you, the Hamas leaders and importantly the leaders in Iran think that is a green light to continue to hold out, to continue to hold these hostages and even take more. What's going on in the north with Hezbollah, we focus on the moment here, and I get that.
Right.
Make no mistake about it, this has been a long struggle, and we've got to stay after it.
Well, it's very clear what the message is from the White House. I want to get one more question in for you. Jackie's asking a question at the White House. If you would just stay with us 1 second, Secretary, let's listen.
Work it through. They know what is happening on the ground, and we've always been very clear about that, and we'll continue to be clear about that. We're going to continue to call for peaceful protest, dissent cannot lead to disorder, and so going to continue to be very, very clear, as the president has been, as I have been, and so many of us here in this administration has been.
Any idea why D.C. police would not respond to this call?
I would refer you to the D.C. police. That's something for them to speak to.
And then, just lastly, on these reported plans for the U.S. to bring over Palestinian refugees potentially, is there anything you can tell us about where we are in the works with that? And what I know it would depend on coordination with Egypt, which so far has been resistant to cooperate on this. What can you tell us about those plans?
I don't have anything further to announce. I know I was asked this question a couple times last week. Just don't have anything else to share.
The speech tomorrow, is it a broad brush speech, or will he get into some specifics?
Former Secretary of State and CIA Director Mike Pompeo. It all ties in, right? These protests on college campuses, the pressure that the White House is obviously feeling falling in an election year. Their admonition against Israel: do not go into Rafah. And all of this kind of is of a piece. And then you have this story that the Biden administration is putting a hold on a weapons transfer from the United States to Israel. I don't know how much clearer a message can be than that.
Martha, that's exactly right. It is all of a piece. These are deeply connected. The administration has so feared escalation that they've created it. And they've so feared these protesters that they've created them. Instead of basic rule of law and order here in the United States and supporting our ally Israel unequivocally, they've said, well, gosh, if Israel continues this, it'll be hard to tell the moral difference between Hamas and Israel. That is both nonsense and dangerous. And you get precisely what we're seeing today in both places, here at home on our campuses and in the Middle East.
Secretary Pompeo, thank you very much. Always good to have you with us.
Thank you, Martha. Have a great day.
You too.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.